that in the distance? What the heck? Like a mining town? J Blue, thank you for the 25 bits. Yeah, they need to just consolidate into a truck sim. I don't know why they don't, to be honest. There's no point in having two games. Oh my god, you overtook me and then you just turn off. What a scumbag. This looks like a very run-down town, doesn't it? Would you say that Jumanji from '95 is... It's a very different film. The original Jumanji and the new one are really different films. Don't even expect to walk into Jumanji 2 thinking it's any kind of continuation. Well, that's not fair. It is a continuation because there's things that you can see, but it really isn't anything to do with the original, and the style of it is very different. But it's quite... It doesn't take itself seriously. That's what I liked. It cracks jokes all the way through it, and I quite like the video game element. But the original Jumanji is still a much better production. So John Fly, have you been trucking recently? King Driver, good night. That camera. Oh god. Oh, he was looking at getting the Italia DLC. Gotcha. You should get Rustmap and Pro Mods. They're both free. I can help you install them. They're dead easy to install. But like, Italia DLC is going to give you like that bit there. But with Rustmap and Pro Mods, Rustmap, you're going to get all of this. Look at it. This is just a world of driving. Pro Mods is going to take you all the way up here. Up here. So you just add those two for nothing, no cost. And then you can bolt this on whenever you want. Pro Mods and Rustmap. I'll if you PM me on Discord, I'll send you links to tell you what to do. That'll just give you an insane amount of driving. Oh, this is not good. And as you can see, the style of it is very different. No, you don't, Audi. You don't need Italia yet for Pro Mods. It can work with or without Italia, so he doesn't need it yet. The next version of Pro Mods, he'll have to have Italia. It optionally works with it. Just make sure, John Fly, when you download Pro Mods and Rustmap, inside the Rustmap archive is like a README file, and it tells you the order to put the files in. Because when it's working with Pro Mods, you need to lay them out in the order that it says. It's dead easy, but make sure you read it. You'll need to have all the DLCs apart from Italia though. You'll need Going East, Scandinavia, Vive la France. You need those. You don't need Italia yet. But yeah, look, it's completely different. You'll find when you drive around Russia as well, some of the parking drop-offs to be a bit more difficult. Not gonna lie. Yeah, but the Warcraft movie, Matryoshka, is utter pants. Nutty Violin, have a good one. Hey, if you got any problem, John Fly, just PM me. I'll help you out. It's not hard to get set up. When are they going to make a truck sim movie? Go and watch Duel. Or Smokey and the Bandit or something. There are people that do documentaries anyway of truckers. I mean, you can just do one or the other, John Fly. This is it. You can just use Rustmap, or you could just use Pro Mods, or you can use them together. It's up to you. Pro Mods is only about making money. That's hilarious, man. They're kind of going about it in a very strange way then. Here, download it for free, or pay us $1 if you want to help. Oh, you're all about the money. Sell out. Although 4XP is also about making money. Good night, Mark Sterling. Have a good week. Map has the option too, you can pay $1 to get one file. It's fair enough, isn't it, to be honest? $1, I mean, crikey. How many hours of fun do you end up getting out of it for $1? What can you get for $1 now? You can get like 1/10 of a cinema ticket that'll entertain you for 2 hours. I always pay the $1 when I get Pro Mods. They deserve it. Of course I'll be streaming more My Summer Car. I've got to win that house. Well, for $1, I think you can get a cheeseburger, can't you? But not a double cheeseburger. How many hours of joy do you get from a hamburger? Not many. Thank you, Elisa. A cheeseburger's $1.50, hamburger €1. That's weird, Racing W, because in the UK, I suppose it's about the same actually. Yeah, in the UK you can get a cheeseburger for 99 pence, which is £1, which is only about €1.1, I think. JStill22, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome to the house, JStill. Thank you for your support. If this trailer had been like orange and white, this would have looked amazing. Oh, I wasn't far off for €1.1 then, was I? That wasn't a bad guess. A Magewell dual, what's it called? Dual HDMI CSJ. Have I tried CSGO? Yes. I'm not sitting on the wrong side of the screen, Atlanta Dark. What are you talking about? Like, all my streams this week, I think, have been on this side of the screen. Quite a few roads like this I've noticed in Russia. No markings on the road. Cracked tarmac. Oh, and John of John Fly still here. When you get Pro Mods working John Fly, you can go and visit my house in Pro Mods. It doesn't really look like my house, but it's got me stood outside with a cap. Side of the screen is much better for people who are browsing the thumbnails. Yeah, the other thing as well, doesn't, like when you bring the chat in on like iPad and stuff, the chat comes in on the right side. You do, John Fly, just go to Chelmsford. When you get Pro Mods, go to Chelmsford and you'll find it. You never knew, Hendo Boss. Do you not remember when it got released? When they added me in Pro Mods and I was streaming and I drove to my house. And they even took some of the signs like off my video where I showed you my studio and I have like welcome to the house. They even took that off the video and put it like in the game on my house, welcome to the house. From ages ago, crikey, how long ago? 18 months? 2 years? I don't know. It's been a while since I put Chelmsford in. I need to fly into Mr. XKABQ and go into the Cutter FBO world and find you. Nice. No, they can't do a 1-1 replica. The map scale is like 1 to 19, 1 to 20. So they can't do a 1-1 scale. There's no city in the game that's 1-1 scale. Oh, God. You've driven past my house many times, lol. Is that behind? It sounds like a sewing machine. Committed. You'd have rather stop while it went yellow before it turned green. That's what it's supposed to do. What monitor do I use? It's a 27-inch Asus 144 Hz. Can't remember the exact model number. XG27VQ, something like that. What the heck? There's a tugboat in what looks to be a lake. Where are we going? How do you say that? Gorgath pills? No, we are not there yet. 330 k's left. Your truck isn't good enough for a southern convoy. It's a southern convoy. Have you only just started trucking or something? Your Latvian fans are delighted. I don't do Eastern European pronunciation. Typical lights. Stop for no good reason. Well, we don't have any pictures with this trailer, so let's grab one now. Hey, Rye. That traffic. We'll get the 4K grass in there. Oh, look at those grass textures. Oh. Suits you, sir. That Scania is almost the same colour as my truck, just a bit more orangey. Dude, he's meant to be drilling over there, not... Why is he drilling? That's nuts. Indeed, Davina, indeed. But you know, for the people that do. go to Port Pine now, Benno? That is random. Now, Russian roulette is something that they should add to My Summer Car. Definitely. The sign just warned me about accident-prone road segments and it goes overtaking vehicles. Did I have an accident, Captain Flint, or did I indicate, look, the road was clear, cleanly overtake, and then move back? Just saying. And now look what's happening here. Look what's happening here. I'm being overtaken. At least that's what he thinks. Well, that didn't work out. And he did it round a bend. Hey. Lucky he was looking the other way, eh? I was lucky. What was he then? Balloon hype. Ambitious. That's a good word. No, it's not online. You could tell if it's online. For a start, you wouldn't have all these AI cars driving around. G'day, Code 4. Make it through these lights, and that's why. Because AI vehicles, like, they can't just slow down and guess the speed. They basically have to stop, reassess, and then accelerate. It's so annoying. Yeah, you'd have Trucks GTA in it. Who's the passenger? I don't think we've named him. Have you not spotted him? He's the strong silent type. Well, we picked him up in Russia, so he's probably got a Russian name. it's not jet ski. I can tell you it's not jet ski. Dave ski. It could be Dave ski. He doesn't really look like a Dave though to me, you know? Not to be stereotypical, but he doesn't look like a Dave. He could be a vodka dealer. I didn't really ask him what he does for a living. Sergei Trukhanov. Could be. That stupid car. That stupid car spoiled my shot. 1 second. There's a wallpaper picture coming right here. I find it weird that you can't, like, when you're in the camera, they give you color balance controls, but when you're in the photo manager, they don't. So if you take this photo and then later on decide you want to change the color balance, can't do it. It's bizarre. To do it in Photoshop, wasn't it? Yeah, they really need to improve the grass textures. They're so bad. G'day, Ray. Yeah, I know that's shiny, but you can't really do that when you're in the photo editor. AJ still? Yeah, but I can do, in Tommy I can bring it into Photoshop later and mess about with that with a lot more control. Pteromus volans, Siberian flying squirrel species. Whoa. Cloverleaf Junction. Martin Jeffersov. Nice one, Tony. I was hoping we might get a nice sunset, but I don't think it's going to happen. Your missus is wondering why you are on a left-hand drive truck. Yakumo, because if you look at the driving space in the Eurotruck world, yeah, if you look at all of this that you can drive in here, the only bit where you're in the left lane and therefore it's a benefit to sit on the right, the only bit is here. Okay, so any other time that you're over here, you're going to be driving in the right hand lane, and it's better if you're on the left because then you're in the middle of the road, which is where you should be. Yeah, I'm in the middle of the road here. Which is the whole point. So I choose to drive on the left of the truck because 95% of my driving in Euro Truck, I'm on the right lane. L. Phillips, yes, I think it will be. Will be the last delivery, I think. Ooh, look at that, it's getting all nice and misty. If that goes a bit more orangey, that'll be really nice. Well, you need to look up a bit more history, Bubonic. There's more to it than that. Yeah, I have, Marty. I have. When I first started playing Euro Truck, I did exactly that. I used right-hand drive. And then I just thought to myself, there's no point doing this, is there? It'd benefit me if I sat here. And if you get used to driving on this side, like if I drive abroad, it doesn't feel unnatural to me anymore because I can just flick. It's like a person that knows 2 languages. They can go to the other country and just talk in that language, come home and talk in their own. I can drive no problem when I drive abroad. Just feels absolutely natural. Going around roundabouts, you know, everything, which normally feels unnatural when you're used to being on the other side of the road. Like if you're from Europe and you come to the UK and hire a car, it's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel really weird sitting over there and driving on the left lane of the traffic. It's gonna feel odd. But if you've done it so much in a game, it no longer feels weird. No, Connor, like I say, it's just the same as knowing 2 languages. Your brain will just flick from one to the other. It's like a mode that you put yourself in. Well, Mahuga manually shift, so again, muscle memory has been taught already. Exactly, too. You're on a motorbike, it doesn't matter. Although, you know, when you go around roundabouts, you have to remember to go the right way. Well, Captain Flint, he catches me out when I come out of Calais or something and I'm reading chat and I forget. Absolutely. But I'm not just driving a truck here, am I? Good night, Dr. D. It's gonna shape up to be a nice sky. Well, you say WH, I don't, like, I struggle to learn other languages. It's a nice sky. Lovely wintry sky, that. Zany boy, I've done it for years, that's why. But I think sometimes people forget. You ask somebody to drive a truck and read a newspaper and hold a conversation at the same time. That's basically what I have to do. Probably Smithy. Probably. But it's no different. Like most English people don't spend their time on simulators where they drive on the other side of the road. They just don't. So lots of people don't go to Europe and hire a car because they're frightened. They've never driven on the right before. How else are they going to practice? Unless they get in a sim or go and do it for real. No, actually, I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, but Baz, that's only because you've not practiced it. Yeah, so you're frightened to do it because you'd rather take your own car that you're familiar with.
Oh, yeah.
Mercaholic, thank you for 200 bits. Cargo rail. %, trailer damage, Baz. Oh my god. Clone hero, yes there is. But it needs changing. Big time. Because it's been like that for years. I shifted my right hand, Jones. You'll see that when I put my second camera up, I shift with this, which is my right hand. Because again, if you're going to put the wheel, if you're going to sit on the left, you know, you want your shifter to be down low. Should I pit this guy? First few minutes your dad was grabbing the door. Well, it's muscle memory, JK. You're gonna brake test me, bro. Cool. Trailer wasn't damaged, don't count. Like he slowed down and then I went to overtake him and then he sped up. I'm not having that. He asked for it. I've turned them off. Stop flashing me, you scumbag. Oh my god.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Thank you for 11 months, Duke. I don't know, Connor. We'll have to see. Vixen, the reason that the map,
Aye, aye, aye.
the reason that the map mods use the DLC is because they use all the assets out of it. So DLCs come with a whole load of stuff that map editors can use, like, you know, road signs, traffic lights, buildings, just tons of stuff. They're called assets. And the reason they then, if they start using the assets, then it requires that DLC. And a lot of the maps do that now. Chris 94. I'd probably be terrifying for me first of driving on the left side IRL. When you were in San Fran, have you been driving IRL on the right side before that? Yeah, I've driven on the right hand side in Spain, like years ago, when I passed my driving test. Passed my driving test in June. I went to Spain or Mallorca, we hired a car and I drove it. And that's the first time I'd driven on the right, and I just passed my test. So I learnt the hard way. So I've done it in Europe and stuff. But obviously when I got to America, there was a few things that were a little bit different, like turning right on red and stuff. It's not so much that they make the file size lower, Vixen. It's they can use things that come with the DLC. They can plant them into their map. It gives them a bigger palette. It gives them a bigger palette of objects to play with. Think of it that way. Duke 1824. 1 sec. Thank you for a great 11 months, sir. Thank you for the support, Duke. Do you get honked out for not turning right on red because you forgot? I don't remember getting honked at. Why am I doing 60 in a 50 zone and the bus is overtaking me? Coming up to a junction. What the heck? That's special, that is. I think a lot of the driving that I did... no, what I got most confused, was in San Francisco, you get, in the actual, you know, the hilly bit, you get a lot of crossroads where, you know, it's like a four-way like that. And there's no traffic light. In the UK, we would put traffic lights there. Or we would make one road a priority and the other one give way. But in San Francisco, the four roads meet up. They've all got like solid white lines. And there's no sign to guide you. There's no kind of priority symbol. There's no traffic light. There's nothing. So I kind of got to the junction and was like... And another car approached it as well. And I'd sit there going, well, who has right of way here? Has he got right of way? Do I go first? Has he got... I don't know. I'm in his country and I don't know what the rules of the game are here. So I kind of... After a few of these, I kind of took it to mean that whoever gets there first... Generally, the other cars will let them go, is how I took that. So that's what I did. I got there to line first, I would just make the move. If I didn't, I would let them make the move. That seemed to be the logical thing to do. But you don't get that in the UK. They remove all that doubt. Rightmost vehicle counterclockwise as right of way. Rightmost vehicle. Okay. So that's like the aircraft law then. You give way to stuff on the right. Which makes it easy to remember. So I mean, turning right on red is just, you know, remembering to do it, but the four-way stop sign thing is a concept that I'm not used to. Dax Pilot, thank you for the resume. Yeah, so Coopster, right? That in the aircraft world is the same. There's a phrase that you learn when you're studying your PPL, which goes like this: on the right, in the right. And what that means is, if like two planes are converging, then if he's on the right of you, you give way. He's in the right. So it's the same thing, isn't it? You come to this junction. If the car on the right, he's in the right. Yay, we're leveled up. Woohoo! Level 82 hype. That was fun. It's 10 o'clock. We're going to leave it there. Too late to start another journey. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thank you for being here. Can we get some GGs in chat for the whole team who've modded and played with me this week?
Happy anniversary.
No, Baz.
Nutter.
No, there are rules. Most airfields don't have a tower control, Baz. And that's why you have rules like a highway code to govern the movement of traffic in the absence of any tower control. Right, I'll be back on Thursday. I've got plenty of work this week, trying to get this SCS video done for you this week. So I've got that. I think it's a normal stream this week. I've got a feeling next week I won't be able to stream Friday evening or something weird. I need to check. Give way to bigger aircraft. No, actually, Whiteland, you don't. You don't. So the rules are: takeoff and landing aircraft have priority. They have priority over aircraft being towed. They have priority over aircraft that are moving, and they have priority over vehicles and people walking around. That's the way it works on the ground. In the air, it's different. In the air, balloons have the most priority, believe it or not. They have to give way to gliders. Sorry, gliders give way to balloons. Towed aircraft give way to gliders, and powered aircraft give way to towed aircraft. There's literally a highway code of the sky and the ground so that you know who has right of way. So, because a balloon can't do anything. Like, a balloon has no control. It has no power. Yeah? If you think about it logically, a balloon is governed by the wind. They can't move very quickly, so they have to have right of way. Yeah? I mean, obviously they can't fly the balloon into controlled airspace, but if you're just in, like, uncontrolled airspace, the balloon has right of way. Yeah? This is the stuff that you have to learn when you study for a PPL. That's why I know it. So basically, the aircraft with an engine power has to give way to something being towed. It has to give way to a glider. It has to give way to a balloon. Yeah, that's how it works. So you just learned something. You just learned something. Balloons are king. Yeah, but a balloon can't move very quickly, can it? If it's, you know, it moves really slowly. A glider can turn quicker than a balloon can move. You're going to go away thinking about that now, aren't you? Eh? Food for thought. The more you know, exactly. I'll be back Thursday. What does it mean by aircraft being towed in the air? Exactly that. Exactly what it says on the tin. An aircraft that's towing a glider, for example. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. See you all on Thursday. Hope you all have a great week. I'll kick off the playlist in about 5-10 minutes of the week streams. Other than that, I'll see you in a few days' time. So have a good one. Take it easy, guys. Love you all. Good night.